Welcome to Court Chronicles, where we tear into the NBA's biggest moments with the raw, unfiltered truth you won't get from those watered-down talking heads. On Tuesday night, April 1, 2025, the basketball world got hit with a goddamn earthquake, and its name was Steph Curry. The babyface assassin marched into Memphis and unleashed a 52-point slaughter on the Grizzlies, dragging the Golden State Warriors to a 134-125 win. Has got the entire Western Conference trembling like cowards in a storm. 12 soul-shattering three-pointers, 52 points of pure, unrelenting dominance. This wasn't just a game. It was a public execution. A vicious middle finger to every idiot who dared whisper that age could slow this legend down. At 37, Curry's not just defying Father Time. He's stomping its skull into the dirt, torching the record books, and proving he's the coldest, most ruthless killer the NBA has ever seen. We're diving deep tonight. Stats, history, rivalries, and the playoff chaos this ignites. This wasn't a fluke. This was a warning shot to the league. Curry's still the king, and he's coming for every last doubter's throat. You won't believe the wreckage he left behind, and you damn sure won't want to miss the hellfire that's about to rain down next. But how did Curry turn this into a one-man massacre? Let's rip into the weapon that makes him the NBA's untouchable nightmare. Steph Curry isn't just a shooter. He's a freak of nature. A glitch in the simulation with a three-point cannon so lethal it should come with a warning label, approach and die. Against the Grizzlies, he didn't just shoot. He performed a surgical dissection, carving up their pathetic defense with 12 of them 20 from deep. A scorching 60% that turned FedEx Forum into his personal slaughterhouse. 12 triples in one night. That's not skill. That's a war crime against basketball. This was his 27th game with 10 or more three-pointers. Let that sink into your thick skulls. Klay Thompson, his old splash brother, is rotting at 9. Damian Lillard stuck at a pitiful 6. And the sad, overhyped trio of J.R. Smith, Zach LaVine, and James Harden, they can barely scrape 9 combined. Curry's outpacing the next 5 sharpshooters by triple the margin, 24 to his 27. His true shooting percentage hit a psychotic 75.3%. Numbers so absurd they sound like they're from some nerd's fantasy league. At halftime, he had 32 points on 8 of 11 from beyond the arc, leaving Memphis's defense scrambling like roaches in a spot. This isn't a man breaking records. He's obliterating them, pissing on the ashes and daring anyone to step up. Wilt Chamberlain owned the paint like a bully. Curry owns the entire damn perimeter like a dictator, and that weapon in his hands ensures no one's safe when he locks in. The NBA's the graveyard of broken dreams, and Curry's the Grim Reaper with a jump shot that buries teams alive. But this wasn't just about numbers. It was personal as hell. Why did Curry pick the Grizzlies to unleash this apocalypse? Let's dig into the rivalry that fueled this bloodbath. This wasn't a game. It was a vendetta, a cold-blooded execution of a team that's been begging for a beatdown. The Memphis Grizzlies have been the Warriors' gritty, loudmouth nemesis for years, shoving, trash-talking, and strutting around like they own the West. Draymond Green probably wakes up in a cold sweat dreaming of choking their mascot out, but Curry, he doesn't dream. He delivers nightmares. His 52-point barrage, 69 of 31 from the field, 12 of 20 from deep, was a symphony of destruction, a masterclass in humiliation. He hit them with everything. Off the dribble daggers that silenced their punk-ass crowd, relocations that turned their defenders into lost, stumbling fools, and backdoor cuts that ripped their pride to bloody shreds. By the first quarter, he had 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists, 5 of 7 from 3. Memphis was a dumpster fire, their defense collapsing like a house of cards in a hurricane. This was Curry screaming, "You don't fuck with me." He's the greatest shooter alive, and every few weeks he picks a victim to remind the world why he's untouchable. The Grizzlies didn't just lose, they were humiliated, left as a smoking crater in the wake of Curry's wrath. John Morant's 36 points, a cute little tantrum. Jaren Jackson Jr.'s 22, a meaningless whimper. Curry turned their stars into footnotes in his highlight reel, proving once again that he's the alpha predator in this league, and Memphis is just another carcass on his kill list. And the fans, they're losing their damn minds over this. How did Warriors Nation react to their King's rampage? Let's hear the chaos unfold. Warriors Nation is in a goddamn frenzy, and who the hell can blame them? Steph Curry strikes again, and the internet's a war zone of hype and outrage. After dropping 52 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, and 5 steals on the Grizzlies' sorry hides, X lit up like a wildfire on steroids. This was his 15th 50-point game, tying him with Damian Lillard for the most 50-point outbursts with 15-plus points of efficiency in NBA history. Fans screamed, "Vintage Curry." But let's cut the bullshit. He's still the best damn player on any court he graces, period. Yet, amid the euphoria, there's pure, unadulterated rage. NBC Bay Area's Bonta Hill torched the refs on X. Officials watched Curry get mugged and swallowed their whistles. And he's dead right. Curry was hacked, grabbed, and mauled all night with those blind-ass zebras pretending it's a street brawl. Fans roared back, "How's the greatest shooter alive not getting calls? This is a disgrace. It's a travesty, a slap in the face to the game's integrity." But that's what makes him untouchable. He doesn't need your pity whistles, you corrupt clowns. With the deck stacked against him, he still dragged the Warriors to the no-5 seed, snagging the tiebreaker over Memphis. Half a game ahead of the Grizzlies, a full game up on the Wolves and Clippers. This is playoff warfare, and Curry's the general, his three-point gun blazing through the refs' incompetence and the league's cowardice. The fans know it. He's the GOAT, and it's time the NBA stops screwing him over. But age, Curry's laughing at it like it's a bad punchline. How does a 37-year-old rewrite history like this? Let's break down the insanity he just pulled off. Steph Curry's 37 years old, and he's still torching the league like it's 2016. Against the Grizzlies, he didn't just dominate, he kicked Father Time square in the teeth and laughed while doing it. In the first quarter alone, he dropped 19 points, grabbed 5 rebounds, and dished 4 assists, 5 of 7 from deep. Per Stat Mamba, that makes him the oldest player in NBA history, 37 years, 19 days, to post 15-plus points, 5-plus rebounds, and 5-plus threes in a single quarter. LeBron's out here flexing longevity like a smug peacock, but Curry's the emperor of the arc, laughing at decline like it's a myth for lesser men. Sure, he's had hiccups, averaging a measly 18.2 points on 46.7% over his last 4 games after that pelvic contusion sidelined him. Big deal. When he's on, he's a one-man Armageddon, a walking catastrophe for anyone dumb enough to guard him. That gravity from beyond the arc bends the game. Jimmy Butler's 27 points and Draymond's triple-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds, 12 assists, don't happen without Curry's chaos pulling defenses apart. The Grizzlies learned the hard way. At his best, he's still the most dangerous bastard alive, a sniper who turns games into massacres. The West is on notice. Curry's not fading into some sad retirement tour. He's accelerating, leaving a trail of bodies behind him. You want collapse? Look at the teams he's burying, not him. And this win is lighting the fuse for a playoff war we can't ignore. Could Curry versus LeBron be next? Let's get wild with what's coming. If the season ended today, the Warriors would face the Lakers in the first round, and holy shit, what a bloodbath that'd be. Curry, Butler, and Draymond versus LeBron James and Luka Doncic. That's not a series. That's a fucking apocalypse. A clash of titans that make the gods jealous. The star power alone would shatter TV ratings. This could be the most watched first-round clash in NBA history, and you'd be a fool to miss it. The Warriors' 134-125 gutting of Memphis vaulted them to half a game ahead of the Grizzlies with 7 games left. But the road ahead, a meat grinder, Lakers, Nuggets, Rockets, all West juggernauts waiting to test Curry's mettle. His 52-point 12 myth to massacre proves they're a contender. But can they claw to a top 4 seed for home court? Or will they crash into the play-in abyss fighting for scraps? One thing's crystal clear. If Curry keeps this up, nobody wants Golden State in May. The West is a crumbling empire, a house of cards ready to collapse, and Courage the executioner, swinging the 3-point axe. Who owns the NBA? The man who turned the ark into his kingdom, laughing at age, doubters, and defenses alike? This isn't a debate, it's a coronation, and the rest of the league can either bow or burn. 7 games left, and the chaos is just beginning. Brace yourselves. Thanks for watching Court Chronicles. Smash that subscribe button and tell us, can anyone stop this assassin? Is Curry the true GOAT, or are LeBron and MJ still clutching their crowns? Drop your hot takes below. We're reading every damn one. We'll see you next time when the NBA's next bombshell drops. And trust me, it will be a war.